Welcome back to Decodiva, where vintage charm meets timeless comfort. Today, we're stepping into the soft and dreamy world of vintage cottagecore bedside styling, where the tiniest details create a space that feels calm, thoughtful, and quietly luxurious. From antique-inspired candle holders to delicate lace textures, every piece tells a story and transforms an ordinary bedside table into a comforting retreat. If you love vintage home decor inspiration, cozy interiors, and cottagecore aesthetics, make sure to subscribe to Decodiva for more beautiful styling ideas every week. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment sharing your favorite bedside detail or vintage find. Your support truly helps this cozy community grow. Now dim the lights, settle into your favorite blanket, and let's explore how small vintage-inspired touches can completely elevate your bedside space into something beautifully personal and luxuriously nostalgic. One of the most magical elements of cottagecore bedside styling is soft lighting. Instead of harsh overhead lights, vintage-inspired lamps and flickering candles create a warm golden glow that instantly makes the room feel peaceful and intimate. Brass candlesticks, pleated lampshades, and tiny glass oil lamps all add layers of gentle ambience. The beauty of soft lighting lies in how it changes the atmosphere emotionally. A bedside corner illuminated with warm candlelight feels slower, quieter, and far more intentional. It encourages relaxation and creates the kind of comforting environment that makes evenings feel special again. Even a single small lamp placed beside stacked books or a porcelain dish can feel deeply luxurious when styled thoughtfully. Cottagecore luxury isn't about extravagance, it's about creating warmth through meaningful details that invite you to pause and enjoy your surroundings. Vintage books are one of the easiest ways to add character and softness to a bedside table. Faded covers, worn edges, and muted earthy tones create an effortlessly collected look that feels romantic and lived in. Stacking 2 or 3 antique books beneath a candle or floral vase instantly adds depth and charm. Books also make a space feel personal. Whether they're classic novels, poetry collections, or old botanical guides, they quietly reflect your interests and create a sense of thoughtful storytelling within the room. Cottagecore styling often feels luxurious because it prioritizes emotional connection over perfection. Try mixing books with tiny decorative objects like dried flowers, ribbon bookmarks, or miniature framed artwork. These layered combinations create visual softness and make the bedside area feel curated rather than cluttered. Natural textures are essential in creating that cozy vintage cottagecore atmosphere. Linen table runners, crocheted lace, unfinished wood, and soft cotton fabrics all contribute to a bedside space that feels tactile and comforting. These materials age beautifully and give the room an authentic, timeless quality. One reason cottagecore decor feels luxurious is because it embraces imperfection. Slightly wrinkled linen or weathered wood surfaces create warmth that polished modern furniture sometimes lacks. The textures feel human and comforting rather than overly designed. Layering different natural materials also adds visual richness. A lace doily beneath a ceramic candle holder or a wooden tray beside soft floral bedding creates subtle contrast that makes the bedside area feel beautifully composed without trying too hard. Nothing captures vintage cottagecore beauty quite like delicate florals. Small arrangements of dried lavender, wildflowers, or pale garden roses instantly soften a bedside table and bring a sense of nature indoors. Even a tiny thrifted vase with a single stem can feel incredibly elegant. Florals introduce movement and softness into the styling. Their organic shapes balance the structure of books, lamps, and furniture, helping the entire bedside arrangement feel more relaxed and romantic. Cottagecore spaces thrive on this gentle harmony between nature and vintage design. Muted floral patterns on pillowcases, lampshades, or fabric accents can also subtly tie the whole look together. These tiny repeated details make the room feel cohesive while still maintaining a collected and effortless appearance. The smallest decorative pieces often have the biggest emotional impact. Tiny brass trinket boxes, vintage perfume bottles, porcelain dishes, and framed miniature artwork can transform a bedside table into something deeply personal and elegant. These antique-inspired details feel luxurious because they encourage mindfulness. Instead of filling a space with unnecessary items, cottagecore styling focuses on a few beautiful objects that hold sentimental value or visual poetry. Every item feels chosen with care. Even practical objects can become decorative when selected thoughtfully. A vintage clock, delicate teacup, or embroidered handkerchief folded neatly beside a lamp adds character and creates the feeling of a space that has evolved slowly over time. A beautifully styled bedside space can completely change your evening routine. Lighting a candle, placing a book beside the bed, or arranging a fresh flower in a tiny vase creates calming rituals that make everyday life feel slower and more intentional. Vintage cottagecore decor isn't just about appearance, it's about atmosphere and emotion. The softness of candlelight, the texture of linen, and the comfort of familiar objects all work together to create a sense of peace that feels quietly luxurious at the end of the day. When your bedside area feels comforting and thoughtfully styled, even simple moments become meaningful. A cup of tea before sleep or a few minutes spent journaling suddenly feel elevated and restorative in such a warm environment. Vintage cottagecore bedside styling reminds us that luxury doesn't always come from expensive things. Often, it's the tiny details, soft lighting, antique books, delicate florals, and meaningful objects that create spaces filled with warmth, beauty, and emotional comfort. Thank you so much for spending this cozy moment with Decodiva today. I hope this video inspired you to add a few thoughtful vintage touches to your own bedside space and embrace the quiet beauty of cottagecore living. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to Decodiva, give this video a like, and leave a comment below sharing your favorite vintage bedside styling idea. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you again soon for more timeless home decor inspiration.